Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Plague Inc. Evolved Custom Scenarios. I know, another Saturday video, can you believe it? Well, today I'm actually going to go ahead and go off of the list of recommendations and just let's take a look at some of the things that are popular today. Because, you know what, there are a lot of things out there that people are playing and they're highly rated and, you know, we gotta give them a shot. Ebola 2015 could be pretty good. Cookie Clicker, Rise of the Grandmas. Oh no. Pokemon Go. Huh. So many positive reviews. Please don't send me friend invitations. I'm only accepting those for those of you who know. Yeah, actually the scenario that I had tried to create a long time ago was a Pokemon Go scenario. This was like within the first week of Pokemon Go actually becoming a thing. But I ended up getting rid of it. We could try that and give it a shot. It's not so bad. The Blue Goo. Friday the 13th. Computer Virus. Wait, they're back. Lost Christmas. Parallel Dimension. There's a lot of really cool things here, actually, from what I can tell. I think we're going to go ahead and try Pokemon Go and see how we feel with it today. The newest mobile app, Pokemon Go, goes viral, but is it already enough to kill humanity? Kill the humanity with this simple app before the governments, no N, can ban it worldwide. Because that's what people will do. When Pokemon is a thing, governments will say, holy crap, this is a threat, get rid of it. It's a Neurax worm. Makes sense. We'll stick with our standard setup, normal difficulty. Pokemon Go. Let's just get rid of app. I don't think we need that. There we go. Boom. You are a new Neurax worm. Let's start in the, actually, I was going to say let's start in the USA, but let's start in Japan. That seems appropriate, right? Sorta, kinda. Of course, we have no land transmission. It's usually inadvisable to start on an island, but why not? Transmission, what do we got? Advertisement 1 starts a small advertisement campaign. Sounds good. Business partners. Companies buy Pokestop locations to gain customers. You know what? I actually heard this was actually happening once upon a time, which was kind of ridiculous. McDonald's did that in a few countries. Advertisement 2, missing an E, starts a bigger advertisement, again, campaign for the app. City Pokestops creates new Pokestops for bigger cities. Village Pokestops creates new Pokestops in rural countries. Smartphone Giveaway 1. Smartphones are given for free, which results in poor countries getting the chance to play the game. Makes sense. Patch 1. New Pokemon into the app. Gen 2. Leading to more people playing the game. And new release. Releases the game in a totally new country. I'm guessing that's a Spore Burst. Symptoms. We have fun. The game becomes much fun, basically. People are talking about it. Rivality. People try to be the very best like no one ever was. Like no one ever was. This starts some small in-game rivality. I think you just mean rivalry. That would make more sense. Nothing big, although I imagine it's going to escalate very rapidly. Going out. Introvert people that were always at home start to leave their homes and play with their local friends. This is one of the greatest advantages of the Pokemon Go game, I think. Actually got a lot of people out walking around. Now, granted, yeah, people walking around in groups, staring at their phone, possibly walking into the streets. I did see that a lot in my old town. It was very irritating, but it was still kind of good to see people out and about. It was kind of fun. Unawareness of locations. People tend to get unaware of their surroundings and cause accidents. Investigating. People investigate how to trick the game and share their ideas on the World Wide Web. And spawn at dangerous places. People like to go to dangerous places. Hopefully nothing happens, right? I mean, it makes sense, right? You go spelunking looking for a rock-type Pokemon. Maybe you'll find a Geodude or something, I don't know. Abilities. Traveling for Pokemon. Players see rare Pokemons in special countries and lead them to travel to this country that you choose. I choose you! Korea? I don't know. Hacking 1. This hack reduces the progress of the cure. Friendly Protests 1. Reduce cure speed. Arid Pokemon, so they search the arid locations. Water Pokemon, so they go there. Warm Pokemon. Warm Pokemon? I feel like there are a couple of missed opportunities here, like Ice-type Pokemon and stuff for the cold and stuff like that. Now, granted, that's kind of the strategy that I had been going for when I was creating a Pokemon Go scenario myself a long time ago. But again, it didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. I had a hard time getting the balance, and I didn't really want to take the time to actually modify every single country, so I ended up giving up on it. But that had been the idea. Fun, this game becomes so much fun, people are talking about it. It's just not a lot of infectivity. You'd think it'd be a bit more, considering. Unawareness of locations, rivality. We'll grab rivality, I guess. I'm not too sure what these all lead to. Does this lead to some sort of transcendence victory? It might. I mean, it is a Neurax worm after all, right? That's sort of what you would expect. Am I seeing a lot more planes and stuff, or is this just me? I can't tell. I can't tell if they added in more airplanes and docks. I don't think they did. Maybe, maybe not. Do we want to go for business partners? Probably. We'll go ahead and grab that next. It's a lot more infectivity after all. And we'll go for patch 1. add in Gen 2. They did that pretty recently, right? I haven't played Pokemon Go, well, pretty much forever. I played it on a friend's phone and haven't really done it since, because, I don't know, Pokemon was something I was into when I was a kid, but ever since then I kind of just gave up on it. Patch 2, lots of infectivity. But yeah, I mean, it was fun back in the day. What I've noticed about Pokemon is it always comes in waves, right? It's always a fad. It always dies out, but it comes in huge waves, and everyone's like, oh my god, Pokemon! And then it just kind of dies out, and then something new happens. It's amazing that it's able to do that. Really, it's one of the few franchises I've ever seen that can do that. More companies buy Pokestops. There we go. So to that extent, I kind of respect it. And really with the Gen 1, Gen 2 stuff, I really did enjoy that. I even watched the TV show, which, seriously, I've gone back and I've tried watching it. It is cringe-worthy bad. Like, seriously, the voice acting, the plot, and everything else is just like, oh god, please make it stop. But, again, I have to admit a certain level of nostalgia simply because it was a huge part of my childhood. Advertisement 2. Done. Unawareness of locations mutated. I kind of would think it would be almost more fun just to have purely all the symptoms be purely mutation-based. Right? I mean, it's kind of a unique idea there. But what if all these symptoms were super costly, you could never get them, you just had to get more mutation chance, and kind of watch as how people respond to Pokemon becomes, kind of just out of your hands, right? Like, you're playing as the company, you're investing in advertisement and stuff like that, trying to build your company up and really get Pokemon Go spread everywhere. But as far as what happens with it after that, that's kind of in the hand of the consumers. People walking off cliffs and stuff like that. Like, you as a company didn't intend to that. I don't know. That would be kind of an interesting way of playing the game, in my opinion. Pretty interesting. Let's go for some water Pokemon. I need to get some more water transmission. Japan is working on a cure. Honestly, Japan working on a cure for Pokemon, ha! They're the instigators. Alright, let's go for arid Pokemon next to try to get on some more planes, stuff like that. Starting off in a wealthy country like Japan is probably not advisable, but, you know, whatever, we'll go for it. Let's also get some very basic resistances going. Those will certainly be pretty helpful. Anything else that we need right now? Probably just more transmissions, honestly. Smartphone giveaway. Sure, let's help make poor countries get around with that game a little bit better. Do I want to do it again? Maybe. Patch 3. That's so much infectivity. Are we going up to Gen 4 now? Is that what we're doing? I don't know. I feel like the patches could use some more unique descriptions to kind of give you more of an idea of what's going on. So we could do a new release, but I'm going to save on to that for a little while. Let's create, I'm guessing this is urban transmission. We'll do city Pokestops and village for the rural. And then we have generally just more Pokestops, like in general, around the world. More Pokestops around the world. There you go. Yeah. We actually had a bar in my old town, where I live right now, that really tried to jump on this whole Pokemon thing. They actually found that they were a Pokestop, so they started creating specials, right? For, you know, Team Mystic, for example, this week, we'll get some discounts and stuff like that. Trying to, like, just kind of try to help bring a bit more rivalry as well as some bonuses to get more people into their store. It was really clever, I'm not going to lie. Really clever. Let's start a really big campaign. Done. Man, it's taken the world by storm, even Greenland. Fun symptom mutated. We probably should save up the rest of our DNA for things like drug resistance and stuff like that, right? Or oh, there are no drug resistances. Reduce progress of cure, friendly protests. Yeah, there aren't actually. No drug resistance at all. I'm going to get some more heat resistance because we actually are having more trouble in places like Africa than anywhere else. Greenland, of course, is quite slow, but beyond that, no biggie. So what's this? Ultimate hype. The hype is real and people cannot get hyped for anything else. Grab. We have no idea what leads to that. We need to find, like, a victory type. Either lethality or a transcendence victory. Break-in? Commit crimes to get to their well-loved Pokemon? Sure. There's more stuff locked. What is it locked behind? What's the gating mechanic here? Actually, I have no idea. Maybe it's smartphone giveaway? I don't know. What's the gating mechanic? Hang on. Spawn at dangerous places. Getting lost, a little bit of lethality. There are things locked, but I have no idea what the gating mechanic is. Uh-oh. This could pose a small problem for me at this point. Smartphone giveaway does not unlock anything. Getting better? Okay. So it's not actually a transmission or an ability that's a gating mechanic. You just have to have both things attached to it. Okay, that's fair at least. Aggression. People are so much into rivalry that they become aggressive when distracted from the game and start losing fights. So now they're just going to go around beating people up. Grab that. Rob the dead ones. Oh my god. People steal the smartphones of the killed ones and sell them to people that have no Pokemon Go or claim the victim's Pokemon's their own. As their own, I think you mean. Yeah, okay, sure. Cure is, of course, now becoming quite a problem. Wow, it's becoming a huge freaking problem. Let's reduce the cure speed a little bit. Uh-oh, it's not going to be enough. I need a heck of a lot more lethality. Heck of a lot more. What's this? Fitness? No. I need things that result in people dead. I'm not really finding it. Uh-oh. It's a really big problem. Let's slow down the cure. Going out symptom mutated. I need more mutation is what I need. Yeah, I think this may be a loss. We're just not getting enough lethality at this point. Unawareness of time. See, here's the thing. Even with symptostasis, the costs are surprisingly high for some of these. No healthy people left in the world, but we haven't found a victory type for that. Well, I'm obviously going to have to start over. Now, this one does not require both. That's interesting. 15 points. Yeah, this isn't going to be enough. I'm going to have to restart. Ah, that's a shame. Alright, well, let's give it a shot. Okay, we've gotten to a slightly better place this time around. I've gone for a few more symptoms, since I decided that it's, not that hard to infect the world, but clearly I was holding off on these a little bit too much. We did grab mass wandering, which is exactly what I was talking about before, getting lost in places, tribe wars, and that leads to cannibalism. Those who get lost will not only hunt for goods, but also for human flesh. Let the Hunger Games begin. We'll grab that, just for funsies. I'm curious what the other stuff is, though. What unlocks this last one? It's probably over here, right? Finish off laziness, going out. That seems kind of counterintuitive, but we'll go for it. Going out, fitness. How can it be fit and lazy? I mean, I'd like to think that that shouldn't be possible. Heart attack. People that never walked that much get... Oh, so they're lazy. They're fat and lazy, but then they have to start walking around. As a result, it's too much and they start dying. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty funny. Morocco's not infected. Let's fix that. Heart attack. And the last one here is unawareness of other people. People like to play their game instead of helping other people with their problems. They won't call for ambulances that often anymore. 15 points. Fair bit of lethality to be gotten out of that. We'll grab it. Let's also reset the cure a little bit because they're getting there a little bit faster than I think I'm comfortable with. We'll save it for this one next as well. Grab that. A lot of the world is dying. Need to be a bit faster here in Morocco, but I think we're starting to hit critical mass. Hacking level 3, sure, we'll set that back even further. And we'll also grab arid Pokemon so that they can grow a little faster here in Morocco. Server crash? No! The server's down. We can't play the game anymore. We're all gonna die. Was that the... No, this is the other one here. Okay, you crashed the servers for reasons. How will players react? Answer was suicide. People were so addicted that they didn't want to live in a world without Pokemon, and they commit suicide. So ultimate hype becomes what then? What else do we need to get in order to unlock ultimate hype? I'm not especially sure, but it's not going to matter because the whole world is basically killing themselves off because they were addicted to Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go app is to destroy humanity. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon Go scenarios that were created, but all in all, this one's actually pretty good. A little simplistic, I suppose, in some of the descriptions. I suppose it could kind of dive into the... it could dive a little bit more into Pokestops and stuff like that. It could, but ultimately, not bad. You kind of take it from a marketing strategy perspective and then just start watching the world burn. Who would have known that cute little adorable Pikachu was also the harbinger of death and destruction for all mankind? Pika-doom. I don't know. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.